We've all been waiting for it, and here it is, the 2024 Radiant Health Black Friday promo sale. There's a few things that are really cool about this. A lot of the Cyber Monday, Black Friday deals and stuff like that are on select models, limited quantity. Actually, Radiant Health doesn't even usually do sales. Every once in a while, they'll do a sale for like an extra $100 off or something, maybe once a year or something like that. So this is pretty cool. What's different about this and what I like about this is it starts today, the 1st of November, 2024. Unlike most of the videos that get released, they were filmed 4 to 6 months ago. This one is filmed to you today, brought to you today by yours truly. It's delivered in a timely manner. It's chaos around here. You can see there's sauna parts everywhere. We're doing the office build out. I mean, there's so much going on, but need to tell you about this right now because for the entire month, and I'm reading off my notes so I don't say the wrong thing and all this stuff, but for the entire month of November, Radiant Health, all the way to December, actually, the entire month, which there's a few reasons that I like this, but for the whole month, you're going to get $700 off the regular price. Now, typically with like a Matt Justice coupon code or somebody else's discount code or whatever it is, you get $500 off the MSRP. But for this month only, you're going to get $700 off whatever the current price is. And at the end of this video, I'm going to go through some of the price ranges because I know that's a huge question in the Facebook group. I know Facebook doesn't make it very easy for people to search and find the info that they want. But even though prices, people complain that, you have to call to get a price and all this stuff. Radiant Health is one of the very few companies out of like maybe 2 or 3 where I would feel comfortable with my parents, my grandparents, the elderly, anyone calling. No one's going to pressure you into some high pressure thing that's not right for you. No one's going to get you to buy something on a credit card when you don't have the money. No one's going to hound you just because you call and give them your phone number or your email and call you every single day for 30 days trying to get you to buy something. I hate those practices. They're scammy. They're not classy at all. And Radiant Health doesn't do that. They've never done that. I have been sending people to them for over 5 years now, and never once have we had an issue with somebody being, pressured into something. I can't stand that. I'm not a person that buys from places like that, and so I wouldn't, promote something like that either. But just wanted to let you know right up front, the discount code for this is BF2024. So it's just short for Black Friday and then 2024. It's good for $700 off the regular price, and it's for the entire month of November starting today. So the details are in the description below and in the pinned comment below. So if you want the clickable link to the website, and guys, I've put videos out about this 3 years ago. There's other saunas that are called Radiant Saunas, but they're not a Radiant Health sauna, right? So the only place that you can buy this is from www.radianthealthsaunas.com. The link is in the description. The coupon code is in the description. The phone number and the email will be in the description. I mean, I don't know how much more simple we can make it than that, but people post in the Facebook group and they're like, hey, what about this Radiant sauna? And what about this Radiant sauna? And then I have to make videos and say, hey, have you seen this place in Russia that has a Radiant Health portable sauna? Radiant Health doesn't make portable saunas. So make sure that you're talking about an authentic product and don't buy something from the internet from some random website or drop shipping store or whatever just because they changed the name or the title or the brand and they call it something else. Not the same quality, not the same warranty, not the same people, not the same experience, not the same sauna. So just a couple things to go over here. The good thing about this being all month instead of just crammed into Black Friday weekend, Black Friday week, like a lot of companies do, is there's plenty of stock for everyone to get any model that you want. This discount code is not limited to some particular model where there's a limited stock. People are complaining about that in the Facebook group right now. Even last week, somebody got a great deal and it's like company's running a special, but it's only on this model or this model and it's from limited inventory. Then everyone goes nuts and they're like, well, I can't get the same deal. It's like, yeah, they're sold out. So right now, other companies that are doing the same thing, it's usually not for the entire month. This one, I really like it because it is for the entire month. I don't know how many times I can say that. Any model across the board, everything is in stock, so unless they sell out for the entire month, which I don't think will happen, but you never know. I don't know. It is a good deal. You can buy it right now, and you're all set with no worries. It's also nice that you don't have to wait for like the magic moment. Some of these things are on a countdown timer, and you got to catch it just right in order to get the deal. This isn't like that. They open up the entire month, which is super cool. So let's run through. I'm not very good at like doing a promo just about price. So let's run through a few common questions like pricing comparisons and why these top-rated saunas are still around as the top rated saunas. There's a lot of other companies out there. There's a lot of other options for you to choose from. Time and time again, we pick these as the number one choice for most people. I mean, right off the bat, I answered someone's question the other day. I'm trying to remember how I phrased it, but I basically said, there's no other company that I know of that has consistently delivered top quality products, no high pressure sales, great warranty, great experience. If anything gets damaged in shipping, they're there for you. If anything, they don't break, number one. But number two, if you need anything, I'm there to support. The Facebook group is there to support. The company themselves is there to support. They're the easiest saunas to put together, right? If you've seen any of my install tutorials on YouTube, just search Matt Justice, Radiant Health Sauna installation guide or assembly tutorial. I can't remember what Aaron calls them these days. But my video, all the funny stuff that you see in the videos usually comes from Aaron. So whether or not he is driving me nuts or is really helping things along because I have a hard time to get the content out is another story. We debate about that back and forth. But great guy. I don't ever know what exactly the title is sometimes when we go back and look at them. But these saunas, I mean, people have had them for years. We never see people that are, not happy with them. Everyone loves them. They have the bench heater that's concealed in the bench, gives you extra heat therapy that you don't even know that you need until you experience it. That's why people can sweat at a lower temperature in these saunas, because your body's literally wrapped from underneath. If you watch my videos with the FLIR gun, I think it's in a couple of the install videos, you can see it. It's almost like using a red light therapy with an invisible light spectrum because the heater is built into the bench. It's concealed, right? And so you don't really understand the benefit of that until you try it for yourself. So big difference. They perform awesome. They're very elegant. The styling is timeless. And I can't say enough about the installation. I don't know how much more easy they can make it. But if you're looking through the Facebook group and you see people that struggle with aligning door hinges on another brand or walls that have the buckle latches in the back, you can't get your arm back there to put them together. You got to install the thing, a foot out from the wall so that your body can fit back there so you can secure and fasten the corner. And then you have to slide the entire thing assembled back up against the wall. Radiant Health has eliminated all that. They have the slip latches in the corners. You can place, the floor exactly where you want the final resting position of the sauna to be. And then when you stick the two corners together, they simply latch, the roof goes on and tightens everything together, and you're done. You can see this in the install videos. If you haven't watched those, that's probably the number one thing that I would recommend that you check out if you're interested in buying one of these, because you know exactly what you're signed up for before you even get the thing, to deliver to your house. Before it even arrives, you're in your mind, you're like, oh, okay, I know exactly what the pieces are going to look like. Matt showed me what the boxes are look like. Here's how I lay it out in the room. Here's how I set the pieces up. Here's how long the pigtail is on the cord, so I know if we have an outlet that's close enough. I know if we need a dedicated circuit for this model or for that model, and you can visualize how it's going to go together in your own house. So you put the floor down, you put the walls down. You see the pictures, you see my videos, and you know exactly how it's going to look in your room, in your environment, what it's going to be like for you to unwind at the end of the day in one of these things. It's amazing. Sleep, everything, just look at the benefits that people talk about in the Facebook group. It's incredible. So I could go on and on and on about this. It's been the number one recommended sauna for years now. Still is. The company, the owner, just everything has always delivered. And anytime there's ever been an issue, it's a quick phone call. Hey, bud, can you help these guys out? This happened. Or, I don't know, they dropped the package at the warehouse before they put it on the box truck to deliver it to this customer's, place. Can you overnight these guys? Or can we help them out here? Or, can I FaceTime them? Do you mind if I offer to FaceTime them and help them through this process? Or, they can't get, something put together correctly, or they're having trouble with this or having trouble with that, right? That's very, very hard to come by this day and age. And so for many, many reasons, including those, that's one of the reasons why everyone is super happy with having a great, experience with this company. Let's talk about prices real quick. I'm not huge on prices because I can't keep up with like the one person price for 7 different sauna companies if they make adjustments and then know, oh, well, the 2 and the 3 person is a different price for this brand, this. But what I do have access to is the Facebook group where people post what they have been paying recently. So as recent as 5 weeks ago, here is a price range, right? So that without having to call anywhere, there's no bait and switch here. I'm not, hard up for somebody giving us their email or any of that stuff. None of that nonsense. So the one persons are in the $4,000 range. The two persons, like the Radiant Health Elite two-person, the E2H is the model number, $5,000 purchase range. The 2.5 is the low $6,000 purchase range. So I think, as an example, a 2.5, which is the sauna that I have in Florida, you can see the install video in the larger one that I did, which is really, really comfortable for me. It does need a dedicated 20 amp circuit, but it heats up fast. It's very, very, very comfortable for two people because you have the width and the depth to where there's enough space to where I can sit, and I'm broad-shouldered. I can sit, your spouse or friend or whoever you want can also sit, and you have about this much space in between you guys. And I'm being generous with the widths here. You have plenty of space for water bottles, towels, a book, anything you want to put between you. But the nice thing is you can move left to right, and you're not going to be rubbing sweaty shoulders with anyone. With a smaller two-person or a regular two-person, if you intend on doing a lot of sauna with a spouse or with someone else, you are going to be shoulder to shoulder in some cases, unless you are in like an EC3H. If you're in the corner sauna, it can be a little tight at the knees if both spouses are larger people, right? But if you have, one spouse where the female is petite, doesn't have long legs, and you have the male that is a little larger, maybe does have long legs, there's enough room in the little triangle space in the base of the corner sauna to where it's not really that much of an issue. And you got to weigh these pros and cons for yourself too. If you do want a sauna with someone, corner sauna is great because you have that 90-degree bench. So I'm sitting here, the other person is sitting here, and you don't have to really turn your neck, right, to either, to be involved in a conversation or to really, connect with each other. I mean, that's kind of like the thing, right? Unless, I don't know, are you the people where we see you at the restaurant, you don't speak the whole time, but both of you are just like this on your phone? I probably shouldn't make fun of anybody in a price promo video for Black Friday, but I mean, this is me. This is my personality. The other thing to consider is if you really want the ultimate in family experience, the Radiant Health EC4H is what I call an opposing bench sauna. And all this stuff is in the 300 videos that you can find on YouTube in great detail, but it has a bench on one side and a bench on the other side, and you face each other. So there's a couple advantages to this. The only thing that you're giving up in the 4-person sauna is there's no heaters in the bench, which I like a lot. But if you're talking about a 4 or 5-person, family sauna that you want to use with kids and stuff, the conversation ability that you have in an opposing bench sauna is pretty hard to beat because, one, if I'm using it by myself, I turn sideways and I put my feet up, right? And I have a leg rest, and the other partner or spouse or whoever can also do the same, right? So I can sit here, the other person can sit there and put their feet up, and there's no kind of impending on each other's space. We're facing each other. You can talk. You don't have to turn your head. It's even more comfortable than some of the 4-persons, except for the 4-person, the EC4H, which is the 4-person corner sauna. Couple of caveats. I should have mentioned this before. I didn't think about it until I'm going through this, but I have a little bit of an issue with the model numbers on some of these, like a Radiant Health EC3H, which is a Radiant Health 3-person corner sauna. To me, that's really a 2-person corner, okay? And so when you're talking about family environment, an EC4H, if you really want to have the kids in there and stuff and be comfortable, I think the EC4H is the best option for you. So it is worth giving up the bench heaters in an EC4H if you want your kids and spouse and everyone to use it as family time. You just have way more options on layout, seating position, how you can put your legs up if you want to turn sideways and kind of arch one leg up and get relaxed, or use various different types of backrests. You have the ultimate in flexibility there. And I'm getting off track. We were on the pricing, but I'm gonna loop you back in here. The 3-person, I was giving an example too, like the 3-person Radiant Health EC or E3H, sorry, not a corner model, a rectangular model. I think regular price is around $6,900. With the Black Friday promo, it would be close to $6,000. So I think it would be $6,220. Don't quote me on this. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't know the exact, prices, or if you have to pay tax, or some people don't, and shipping and all this stuff. 4-person is in the $7,000 range. The smaller corner sauna, the EC3H that I just talked about, that I think is a two-person. The reason why I point this out is because I never want you to buy something that's not right for you, right? I don't care what anyone says. At the end of the day, I want everyone to get exactly the right product for them. So if I don't point out that an EC3H is really, when I sit in there, I feel it's a two-person sauna. I don't want you to think that just based on the label of the model, right, that you get something that's not right, a good fit for you and your spouse or your family or your needs, whatever that happens to be. And so I never want these things to arrive at your house, and just because the label says EC3H, that you, in your mind, you're like, oh my God, that's going to be huge, right? And to me, it's really a two-person. I want you to know exactly what you're getting before you even spend $1, before you even, I want you to be 100% happy and know that the model that you choose for yourself is the exact right fit. Let's see. The EC4H is right in the $7,000 range, the low $7,000. So you could take all these prices and take $700 off of those. Depending on where you live in the world, there are some exceptions to this. We've got to throw in the outliers and the disclaimers and all that stuff. If you live in Hawaii or Alaska, I think there's a couple other exclusions on shipping carriers, but there is like surcharges. I don't think you can get stuff shipped to Hawaii without paying an extra $1,000 or something like that. There's limitations on, Alaska and everything in between. Why do I bring this up? Because some people can live really close to a distribution hub or really close to, the warehouse where these things are shipped from, and the shipping is a lot less expensive than someone else, or maybe you live somewhere that doesn't have the same tax as someone else. So there is a small variance when you see what people paid. If it could be different for where you are in your location. So let's see, what else? I thought this was going to be a 3-minute video. I didn't think it was going to be a 16-minute video, but hopefully for someone, I just saved you like 2 hours of digging, right? Because I try to mention little nuances that come up for people. If you have other questions, put them in the comments. I can make you another promo video. I have to film 2 or 3 more videos today for other companies that have sales that are starting. So if I happen to see your comments, tonight or in the morning, I can add a follow-up video for you and just answer your questions very specifically, because I know it can be difficult. There's 300 videos to sift through on YouTube. That's a lot, even with playlists and stuff. You can't find, the exact 30 seconds that answers your pertinent question this minute, this moment, buried in an hour-long live stream. And then you go on Facebook. Believe me, I get it, because I try to do this. I try to find my own content, right? People ask questions, and I remember, I'm like, I answered this 4 times last year. And I remember, there's this thread with like 30 replies in it in the Facebook group. And it would be great if I could just send someone a link to that, and I just can't find it. So I understand how difficult it is when you search Facebook and it doesn't pull up exactly what you want. So I am happy to, help you out and try and save you as many hours as possible from, due diligence or searching around and can't find the right info and everything else. So just to recap, discount code is BF2024, so it's BF2024. It's in the description. $700 off, $700 off the regular price. And everything else that you need to contact, call, email, get a hold of these guys is right in the description. We'll see you in the next video.